dedicated my life for 10 years to staying home and taking care of my children. I wasn't planning on losing everything. I wasn't planning on getting divorced. I wasn't planning on separation. My whole life fell apart, and now I'm facing homelessness.
I ask myself sometimes how women can let themselves be hurt in that way, or how can you let somebody hurt you that way? And I can look back at my life now and say that it doesn't happen in an instant. It's just something that happens over time. And he was controlling, and he controlled everything about my life.
Some of the hardest things I had to go through were living in my car and living in a shed with no running water, no heat, and half-inch gaps around the doors. And I felt very sad and depressed, and like there was no way out of it.
I just remember praying that if there is a God, to just give me the desire to change.
The vision for Jacob's Well started in the fall of 2002. That was when I called 8 churches from different denominations, and the whole purpose was, could we come up with something bigger than what any single church can do by themselves? And I had no idea what that was going to be. During the introduction time, we all came up with transitional housing for single mothers. And at the end of this meeting, we all decided that's what God was telling us. Let's get transitional housing for single mothers up here in the North End. Well, fortunately for me, I had been to Vision House a month earlier, and so there was already a great working model. And these pastors decided, let's invite Vision House up north, and that's exactly what happened.
When the Jacob's Well effort approached Vision House about supporting them in their community, it was a great fit for us. Vision House is a Christian-based program, so we just loved seeing so many different churches coming together and not worrying about denominational differences, but worrying about how they can help homeless moms and kids. The Vision House Jacob's Well facility in Shoreline that will have 20 units for homeless families, a child care center, a room for crisis counseling, and then also children's space as well.
It's more than just a roof over their head or food on the table. They're really empowering these young women and their children to be all that they can be.
I'm going inside. They've given me a safe place to raise my child and to grow as a family. My relationship with my daughter has changed so much since we've been here, because we're able to be a family, a real family, and that means so much to me.
I just know that God has a special place in His heart for the hurting and the homeless. And we've had women come to us who've been sleeping in a tent. We've had women sleeping in their cars. And I just know that God loves them, and they just need to see that He's got a better plan for their life.
One of the things that I've really realized is how vulnerable women and children are in society today. And maybe that's been the case always, but it's been a big eye-opener for me that it's in my own backyard.
Is that good?
I felt so relieved that there's a place like this for moms where you can start over again in life.
Let's go. By being here, Vision House gives us a home, a comfort zone, and me and my son can relax and read stories instead of, hearing a noise and having to hide because, we don't know what it is or who it is. And it's just a really safe place.
I didn't have a safe place to go, and if I didn't have Vision House, it's kind of a scary thought to think where I would be today. I don't know where I'd be.